Hi, I'm Hermione and welcome to, drumroll please, Computer Geekly Weekly. You feel like you're missing out, don't you? I mean, there's so much brilliant information moving across the web. Blog posts, videos, articles, sets with monkeys moving across the web every single day. How are you going to keep up with it all? You're not. Snooze, you lose. If you miss one little thing, you're a goner. But luckily for you, I have a disease called internet addictius, which means I have to be online 24/7, else I start to suffer from withdrawal symptoms.
Come on, shut the laptop down. No! No, just give me one more treat!
Doctors couldn't find a cure for my disease. They've sent me here to put me to good use and handpick the top 3 biggest stories moving across the web every week. Stories which you should know, and if you don't, you're clearly not a geek, are you? So here goes, top 3 stories moving across the web this week. The personal data of thousands of mobile phone users has been sold by staff at T-Mobile. The Information Commissioner's Office said investigators have been working with the mobile phone company. It has suggested to the ICO that employees allegedly sold details relating to customers' mobile phone contracts, including when their contracts expire. The ICO investigation revealed that the information has been sold on to several brokers for large sums. Customers have complained about receiving unsolicited phone calls right before their contract expired. Information Commissioner Christopher Graham said they're considering imposing a prison sentence for those prosecuted instead of the usual £5,000 that comes with a violation of Britain's Data Protection Act. We will not only be able to do this if blaggers and others who trade in personal data face the threat of a prison sentence. The existing fines are simply not enough to deter people from engaging in this lucrative criminal activity. The threat of jail, not fines, will prove a stronger deterrent. T-Mobile, 2 words for you: epic fail. Number 2, Google has unveiled plans for Chrome OS, the operating system for cloud computing. Chrome OS is an evolution of the Chrome web browser, based on the Linux kernel. Google claims the Chrome browser runs JavaScript 40% faster than Internet Explorer. In Chrome OS, every application is a web application. There are no conventional desktop applications. Google said there is no need for users to install software. Instead, all data and applications reside in the Internet's cloud. Data is cached in a local storage and automatically synchronizes cloud-based storage when an internet connection is available. So what does this mean? Well, basically you'll be able to buy a netbook with Chrome OS on it at the end of 2010, which means no more this.
Oh, come on, switch on. Oh, come on. I need to get online.
Or this.
No, I don't want to update.
And if you lose your netbook, doesn't matter, all your data will be in the cloud. This is a very exciting development in cloud computing. But Google, can you fix Chrome on my Mac before you do anything else first? Don't run before you can walk, big boy. And at number 1, the government has announced a digital bill in the Queen's speech as it steps up its war against illegal file sharers. The bill, which will support the Digital Britain report, proposes measures against file sharers. There was no mention of broadband tax, which is not expected to be outlined until the finance bill next year. But the plans for tackling illegal file sharing will be a 2-stage process. Initially, the government will aim to educate consumers, and those identified as downloading illegal content will be sent letters. Letters! 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 The Queen is going to send you a letter to stop using a BitTorrent. You can just imagine it.
It has been brought to our attention that you have been downloading files illegally from the interwebs. Well, it's very naughty, and you deserve a slap on the wrists and a letter.
Do you really think a letter is going to stop people from sharing files? I'd like to know what you think. At me on Twitter, Hermione Way, or at Computer Weekly. That's it for this week. I'll see you next week. Just before we go, despite controversy and a bunch of prudes, members of the London tech scene decided to take their clothes off for charity. Please show your support and buy the calendar this Christmas. Happy 5th birthday, Firefox, and we'll see you next week. Don't forget to check out our blog awards coverage. I'm Hermione Way, and this is Computer Geekly Weekly.